Back at the dorm, I sorted through a pile of textbooks the school left for me. My radio was playing a poppy tune, equal parts music to static. May fervently scribbled in a notebook at her desk, hunched over it with strikingly poor posture.
Hey.
Kind of reminds me of someone. Hey, Mai. Am I supposed to have a textbook for History 309? Probably. A demure man with a powder wig frowned at me from the cover. Yeah, this one. I don't have that one. The school must have missed it. May shrugged and set the textbook back in her pile. They have a bunch at the library. You can just check one out. You know they're not going to charge you $40,000 for a freaking book. Where's the library? Mai rifled through her notebook and wrote something down. She tore a page out and handed me the crudely drawn map. Oh, okay. Well, I'll be back in a little bit. Damn, this is some Beauty and the Beast library looking shit right here. It took me at least 20 minutes to find the library, but by the time I realized I was holding a map upside down, the sun was setting. The library was much larger than I expected. The walls lined from floor to ceiling with books of all sizes and rough wooden shelves. Intimidated, I headed for the front desk. Yeah, I'd be intimidated too. Recognizably green and gray jacket was bent behind the counter. Did I check out that ass? I would check out that ass. No, normal boots. Oh, who is it? I briefly considered running away.
Hey.
Oh, hi, Satch. Can I help you? Too late. Oh, yeah. The school forgot to give me one of my textbooks. I was told I could get it here. Which one is it? History 309 textbook. He stepped from behind the counter and motioned for me to follow. We dodged between the aisles in a comfortable silence. He seemed friendly enough. I should say something. What was his name again? Shane? Gerard? John? No, not John.
Satch.
Oh, she's got the cutest little voice. Huh? Oh, you work here? Of course he worked here. He chuckled, dimples appearing in his cheeks. Right there. Yeah, I'm the librarian's assistant. It's my second year and I love it. I get to help people find books that speak to them. His eyes twinkled like a kid's on Christmas. Your book's right down here. He stopped at a row of thick, dusty books. I wanted to read that dirtier for some thick, dusty books. He pulled out the book with the powder wig man I saw earlier. Thanks. He waved his hand. It was nothing. Do you need help with anything else? Maybe. My sexy parts. I'm not good at this. I wanted to make a good impression on the Normal Boots Club, but I couldn't come up with anything. No. Thanks.
Copacetic.
Cute! You're welcome. I headed back through the cavernous library. My unease melted away. We weren't talking, but just being near him felt like being wrapped in a soft blanket. That's my favorite kind of love. I resisted the urge to snuggle up to him. That's probably a good call. You know, it's too early to snuggle up to a stranger. We neared the front desk, stepping around a clump of studying students. As we passed, one of them shifted. Oh, I'm sorry. Something white flew past my face. A thick piece of triangular paper lay at my feet. I bent over to pick it up. Is it one of those little footballs? It was surprisingly heavy. There was a quarter inside of it. If I was just a hair slower, it would have hit me in the face. Aww. The student snickered and I recognized the boy that made fun of my hair this morning among them. The bastards. My heart dropped and I scanned my memory for anything I might have done to offend them, but I came up with nothing. Just flip him the bird and then, I don't know, punch him in the dick. Anything. My hand started to shake. I hit it behind my back, trying to think of some way to defend myself. Why did you do that? Sporty boy. He's the worst.
What do you mean?
We were just messing around.
Are you suggesting we did it on purpose?
I faltered. There's nothing I could say. I was outnumbered. They would twist my words around no matter how straightforward I was. No, I'm sorry. One of the boys held his hand out for the paper. I inched closer to give it to him, angry at my... Nah, fucking throw it and tell him to go get it himself, prick. Oh, a gentle warmth closed over my hand and took the paper from me. He touched me with his hand skin. Your aim would be better if you cut the corners before you folded it. In sheer awe, he spoke to me. Be careful though, you almost hit her and that would have been awful. Yeah. My hands began to sweat as panic shifted through me, afraid of the response, but...
Jeez, we're sorry. We'll be careful next time.
Goddamn right you will be. Yeah, it was an accident. Sorry, I'll stop. They apologized? Thanks, I appreciate it. Oh. We gave him a wide smile and continued off down the aisles. I followed closely behind, my legs weak. Don't tell me they stopped because of him, simply because I was with him? Society in high school's fucked, girl. What can I say? I wanted to thank him, but my heart was pounding so hard I knew my voice would shake. We reached the front counter and he scanned the history book. My lips trembled. Was that it? I willed myself to say something. Anything. To thank him. He tilted his head to the side. What books do you like to read?
Porn.
Kidding. Just kidding. Oh, smut? He chuckled. I just finished a good book. I think it'd be right up your alley, but if you don't mind me saying so. The green book and passed it to me. Man in black stood on the front hugging a woman in royal robes. It's long, but it's one of my favorites. The Princess Betrothed. I know things can be tough transferring to a new school. If you're ever worried, just read this. It'll transport you 100 miles away in a second. He is a sweetie. Tears stung my eyes, so I ducked my head.
Satch.
Thank you, Satch. Aw, for more than just the books. For your sweet ass! You're welcome. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't think I got your name. I'm a transfer student. Let me know how you like the book. I will. Thank you. That could have gone better. Satch saved me from a group of bullies, and he was just the sweetest pea, so. Like being doused in a mist of waterfall. Yep. Oh gosh, what was I thinking? My cheeks hot. I left the library, two surprisingly heavy books under one arm. I settled into bed, eager to get started with my new reading material, but May was sitting at her desk, carving a pencil idly into the pages of a notebook. Every few minutes she released a long, drawn-out sigh as the lead of her pencil whined against the paper. I lowered my book and took the bait. Something wrong, Mai? She let out another jury sigh. I hope Jared notices me this year. Senpai's gotta notice somebody. Does Jared know you like him? But if I go for Jared, me and Mai won't be friends anymore. My whole world whirled around in feigned shock. I don't like Jared. You just said... Oh. I closed my book and set it aside, deciding to play along.
Well...
Have you at least tried talking to him? No, I mean, have before. Why don't you try again? She bobbed her head from side to side, considering this like it never crossed her mind before. Yeah, maybe I could do that. Satisfied, I picked my book back up. Have you ever had a boyfriend, Hana?
What?
No, never.
Really?
Never. I bet you 10 million yen that you meet a totally cute boy here and fall in love by the end of the school year. That's what we're hoping. You're crazy. I buried my face back in my book, barring Mai from any further discussion. Fall in love by the end of the year? Seems like pretty rushed kind of love, but if I were a betting girl, I'd take that bet. I awoke the next morning with what felt like a lizard in my throat. And it was! It's a cute little voice. First day of school.
Hana!
Jesus Christ. How much coffee have you had? Her voice sliced through the air like a knife, and I winced. She was definitely a morning person. It's time for the first day of school! Aren't you excited? Hells yeah. I can't wait to see what's gonna happen. What do you mean? Is something special happening today? Something strange always happens on the first day of school, especially to someone like you. Because I'm a main character.
What?
Someone like me? You know what I mean. She smiled and started messing with a pile of papers on her desk. Shaking my head, I got out of bed and put my uniform out of my closet. My palms sweat as I held the gold vest and blue jacket and burped on camera. It was really possible for things to be different here than they were at home. What if the problem wasn't actually the school? I shook the thoughts out of my head and changed into my uniform. Oh, what is it?
Aww.
You look thanks. I think you look cute too.
Really?
Heat crept up my neck. Heat crept up my neck.
Yeah.
Completely, your hair matches your uniform so well. You look like a flower blooming straight out of the ground. Aw, what a cute friend. Water stung the back of my eyes and turned to start packing my backpack. Because you've never had a friend. Something wrong? No, nothing's wrong. I'm just happy. I started crying at the first sign of someone being nice to me. Aww. What an oddly menacing oh. I'll do just fine. Don't worry. This is gonna be awesome. I stiffly peered over my shoulder. That was you? Strength of a bodybuilder. I will keep that in mind if I need heavy things moved around. Nothing. I was just about to zip my bag up when I spotted the book Satch gave me lying on my nightstand. The Princess Betrothed. Blah, 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 blah. Can't work. Tongue. Whatever. Never mind. Moving on. He said if I ever needed to be transported somewhere far away, I could take it with me. It was pretty good so far. Maybe it would be smart to bring it along just in case I had no one to talk to between class periods. I would need it for my first day of class. Would I need it? Take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
Column.
From the
second row.
left? Why are you doing from the left?
Columns.
From the
You
left.
read from
yeah.
left to right.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Casey,
three
you're drunk.
over to the top and then 2 down.
Connor's just like growing more and more terrified. She can't handle his sexy. Well, I'll see you around. Yeah, you will.